Hello everyone, this is Carlos Sanchez, also known as Sneak Geeks on the internet, SNEAKGEEKZ. In this video, we're going to go over the latest news in the cryptocurrency space. We're going to start off with discussing some prices and what's happening with the markets. First off, I'm going to talk about Bitcoin because Bitcoin has breached $1,200 for the second time in 30 days. That's a pretty big deal because if you folks remember back in the day, 1200, 1230 was Bitcoin's all-time high. And then when it hit 1200 again, there's a lot of excitement about that. Then the price dropped. Could have been because of news coming out of China and or the scalability issue and the segwit controversy that's going on. So as you can see here from CoinMarketCap.com, Bitcoin's price is presently at 1213 with 5 cents. Let me refresh to see if that is so now it's 1212, but it is up 2.89%. So that's pretty good. That's pretty exciting because when Bitcoin goes up, generally it's a good sign for the rest of the cryptocurrency markets. The second point of news that I want to discuss is another crypto, which is number 2, Ethereum, and it has breached the $50 mark, which is a pretty big deal. It has been hovering at the $47, $48, $49 mark for a little bit of time. Since it breached 50 some weeks ago, then it dropped, and now we're at 50 again. And so it'll be interesting to see how things pan out with Ethereum. One of the reasons this could have happened is because of the recent news in the Ethereum space is that there has been some movement toward the proof of stake and or Casper implementation of Ethereum. So the Geth implementation, the Geth team, Go team of Ethereum has added a feature where if you're using the Geth implementation, now the consensus portion algorithm of that is swappable, and proof of stake is one of those that it can be swapped with, which is a really good sign. In addition to, Vitalik has posted on GitHub some information concerning Casper and how they're moving along and making some progress in that space. So this could be why the price of Ethereum has breached the $50 mark. Could be. On the Dash front, as we could see, it's at 7160. So that's gone down almost 5%, but it's still a solid $70, and it's still a really good investment in my eyes. And then Litecoin is at $10. That's gone down 7.81%. I think it was as high as $11, $12 yesterday, a little bit over $12, and that's come down a little bit, which is to be expected. But there's some good things happening with Litecoin, with the segwit implementation, and that I believe it needs to be at 75% for 2 weeks. So let's see where the Litecoin segwit activation is. So what we have here is 63.5%. So it's gone down and gone down substantially. As you can see from this chart, it was as high as 80% and it's gone down to 63.5. And that could be a reason why the price of Litecoin has dropped. It'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. Another interesting bit of information is, let's see, when we go to, let's actually look up, let's go over here. Let's look at the prices of, if you can see in this box here, we're on coinwars.com now, and you can see the difference. Let's refresh sure I'm getting the latest info here. So yeah, so Bitfinex went up to 1264, and then you can see the other exchanges. CEX is at 1215, BTCE 1211, Coinbase 1205, Bitstamp 1199, and iBit 1193. So the Bitfinex price is what looks interesting, and see how much of a difference there is between Bitfinex and the other exchanges. Now, the reason that is happening, it looks like there's news that came out that Bitfinex has a token called USDT, USD Tether. And what that token does is when you purchase a USDT token, that token is pegged to the US dollar to remain at a value of $1.99. And that token came out because, if you don't know, Bitfinex was hacked several months ago, and I forgot what the amount, $30 million worth of Bitcoin was stolen from the exchange. So to pay back the investors and people, those people's funds, they created this token, USDT, and they gave those tokens to people that they owed money to, and with the idea is that they'll be able to cash out those tokens to get back the money that was stolen from the exchange. So in order to make that happen, and for that to function on Bitfinex, Bitfinex needs to have relationships with banks. Bitfinex, many of their banking partners has stopped accepting bank wire transfers that are going to Bitfinex. So, and bank wire transfers that are going out of Bitfinex. So what we're seeing here at this 1264 is that people are not able to get their US dollars out of Bitfinex. You could get your cryptocurrencies out of there. You could get your Bitcoin. You could get your Ethereum out of there, but you can't get your US dollars out. So the US dollars are trapped on Bitfinex. So people don't have any other option if they want to get money out of there. The only option they have is to buy cryptocurrencies, buy Bitcoin or Ethereum, and then transfer that out of Bitfinex, and then they can send that to their wallet, and then they could do whatever they want. So this is a very similar situation that happened with Mt. Gox some years ago, where Mt. Gox got hacked and you weren't able to withdraw US dollars, but you were able to withdraw cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, initially. And the price of Bitcoin was skyrocketing on that exchange, and there was a big divergence between the price of Bitcoin on Mt. Gox and all the other exchanges. When you see that happening, there is some concern that you should have there. And even with that happening, the price of Bitcoin seems to be going up on all the other exchanges. Again, the price of Bitcoin going up to 1,200 can also be related to the Bitfinex issue. So that's all we're going to cover today, or right now, when it comes to cryptocurrency news and prices. Stay tuned for my next video, where I'm going to start discussing mining. Is mining cryptocurrencies profitable today? And what type of equipment or how you can get started with mining. So stay tuned and see you in the next video.